Hello everybody and welcome back to Jake's RC Stuff, and we're back with a bit of sort of an update short video on the T1 Ranger here. Now, one of the big problems I've had with this plane while trying to put it together is trying to work out what battery to put in it, because obviously I don't want it too big and too heavy because there isn't really the room for it, but I also want it to have decent flight time, especially considering the fact that if this thing is landing via VTOL, it has to land under power. Now, some of the recommended batteries for this, apparently Heewing used to do their own battery. It was, I believe, a 3000 or a 3300 or maybe a 2700 milliamp, I can't remember, battery that they basically made for these, but they've discontinued it, which is really helpful. Lithium ion batteries I've had issues with, and to be honest with you, don't really do the power needed for something like this in something that small. It's sort of limited to like 20 or 30 amps, and this needs a lot more than that. Especially during the transitions, it'll pull a load of power, sort of as it switches from being stabilized in a fixed wing mode to sort of the quad mode. Now, I have said there have been in the past batteries where the whole sort of idea behind them is that it's more capacity for a smaller battery size. So, for example, the green multi-star batteries that were 8000 milliamp, they were very close in size to a 5000 milliamp hour, but they were only 20C. But that still gives you 160 amps to play with, which for something that's going long range, if it's hitting 160 amps somehow, you're not going to be going very long range anyway. And Hobby King sort of extended what they were doing with those type of batteries, and they announced a series of batteries called shorty batteries. And the whole idea of, again, it was going to be it's a 2200 4S in the size of an 1800. Things like that was my rough idea. And I thought they came up with something where it was like a 3000 milliamp for the size of a 2200. And I said, well, that'd be perfect for one of these. Went on Hobby King. They did have sort of a series like that, but it didn't exist. And then a week or so ago, they announced these. These are 3300 30C 4-cell. They also do a 3-cell version. But, if you can probably tell, it's about the size of a 2200. So here is a 2200 3S. I couldn't find a 4S nice and easily. I'm trying to do quite a quick video on this. But this sort of gives you a look at the size difference. So, yeah, obviously you have got extra cell there. I think it is a little bit wider than a normal 4-cell anyway, but only by a touch. It basically is a 2200 size 4-cell, but with 50% more capacity. So I bought 3 of them. They're not the cheapest batteries in the world. They are £27 odd each. And I had to wait sort of a week or two from when they got announced for them to actually arrive in the UK warehouse. This is the second time I've ordered from the UK warehouse. The first time, if you remember, was for batteries for my VTOL 16 radio, for my sort of normal non-FPV planes. And they were massively too big. So one order, one fail. These so far seem all right. I have been through and used the battery checker to make sure the cells are right, unlike those ones that we have for the Yak. And they are all fine. All the cells are within sort of 0.0 something of a volt, so they're all absolutely fine. They all read the same percentage across all the cells, things like that. So they're all within a margin of error. Not charged them yet, might as well stay on storage for now. But yeah, there we are. So this is what we are going to put in here. Now, I haven't tried until this very moment you're about to witness actually putting them in here. So let's see if we can actually make sure they are going to fit. So we've got this cable down the front. And maybe this way around. Maybe that way around. And it will fit. I'm just trying to work out what's the best way. Oh, there we are. So there is the 3300 shorty battery. And that will just connect up as is. Plenty of room. I'm debating on possibly cutting the rail. Oh, there's foam underneath the rail. But if I cut the rail to be able to get the strap in, well, the strap may fit around it. I don't know. That's something to do for a different date. But I have had the house to myself this week, but unfortunately I've had so much other stuff to do, as well as just not feeling 100% that I've not had chance to come down and do a proper video on here. But I thought, as these batteries have arrived, and I ordered them in case I was going to wait for a little bit, but I thought I ordered them while they're in stock, and B, if I did want to do stuff this week, if I did have time, I've now got the batteries. So at this point, now we've got batteries, it really is a case of fitting those batteries, doing one last check, and then we're into test hovers and things like that, which will be very interesting. But yeah, just a very quick video this week. So you know, I don't want to pump out videos just for the sake of it, but there has been a small development with this, so I thought I'd show you. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Give it a like if you liked. Any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that, leave it below. And remember to subscribe for more videos. It'll really help me out. Speaking of helping me out, the main thing that YouTube wants from me at the moment, because we've hit the 500 subscriber milestone for the first bit, is watch time. So if there is any chance that you can sort of leave videos on in the background, or make sure you watch through the whole thing, it is minutes, not percentage. So like watching this video all the way through wouldn't help as much as watching one that's half an hour long. But I think it would really help. So if you could do that, it'd be greatly appreciated. But that's going to be it. I'm going to be shouted at by the missus for being late to things. But I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.